the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The fans are filling the seats out in Boston, the site of our broadcast, and where the Celtics will be going up against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. And some of the best guards in the league facing off tonight, different skill sets, different styles. Kenny, if you had to build a guard from scratch, what are some of the characteristics you'd look for?
Oh, no question. I'd take the shooting touch of Steph Curry. I'd take the
He makes it look
effortless. I'd take the toughness of Russell Westbrook. I'd take the basketball savvy of Chris Paul. And I'd throw
You take the defense of...
I'll take the defense of Tony Allen and throw it all together. You wouldn't put that together, Shaq? That's making you tired and sleepy? Wake up!
Is this boring you?
I would want toughness. You have to be able to switch on to certain players, the bigger players, and I would like the leadership.
And give me the size of Michael Carter-Williams at the point.
The size of Michael Carter. How about the size of Magic Johnson?
No, that's a little bit too big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because later on in his career.
Huh?
Wake up, man.
What happened?
Leadership.
Oh, sorry.
And I'll take the ability not to go to sleep like Shaq.
Well, if you answer the question.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Markieff Morris. At center, Marcin Gortat. At the other forward position, Otto Porter. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach of the visiting team, Scott Brooks.
From Boston, it's the home of the Celtics. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA on a Monday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And tonight, the matchup at the center position is certain to draw attention. Not something we say every night because the bigs don't seem to be stressed. But tonight, Chris, that is a factor.
Thank God big guys are back in the game. Kevin, you know, I got this opinion that there's a conspiracy against the big guys. I mean, hey, big guys played in this basketball. You guys remember a guy by the name of Mikan? He was pretty big. So, yeah, tonight we have a great center matchup. Can't wait to watch it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Morris and Gortat together down low. Beal and Porter at the 2 and the 3. And it's Wall in at the point guard. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. No good off the back of the rim. And it's the Celtics ball. It's a 3-point game. Irving passes to Smart. Morris with the screen for Smart. Dishes it to Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Hayward's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And Beal kicks to Gortat. They set the pick. Right wing. Right side Wall. Second chance shot. Gortat misses.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Here's Irving. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Wall, good.
Wall is great at using his body inside. Isn't afraid to throw his weight around out there.
Now, here is Irving. He kicks it to Horford. Shoots off the screen, and that one drops. And the Wizards with possession, trailing by 5. Irving against Wall. To the paint. Here's Gortat. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Smart. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
I can't say he wasn't going all out, but he's clearly out of position.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From 13, Wall, no luck.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Oh, you love how Beal rises over the D. He loves out-muscling them at every turn.
Horford with a screen on Beal. Here's Smart. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And at 6'4", 220, Marcus Smart with terrific strength for a combo guard, Greg.
I mean, he can just flat out bully most guards and even hold his own against the bigs. Beyond, though, that physical stature, it's his mentality that makes him special. He's a fire breather, just the type of player the Celtics look for.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the 6th pick in the 2014 draft out of Oklahoma State, one of the Cowboys, Marcus Smart, might not put up eye-popping numbers, Chris, but they love what he brings to the table.
Yeah, it's all about his heart. I mean, his offensive game has been a little slow to develop. He doesn't shoot great percentages. But when his team needs him most, it seems like he always has a big impact on the game, whether offensively, defensively, a big rebound. He's just a good luck charm for them. He's almost like the leprechaun. Well, the clear strength of this Wizard team is their backcourt. Wall and Beal, one of the best backcourts in the league. They are a driving force for this team.
Now here's Beal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, I like watching Beal go to town inside. He has a great understanding for how to score close to the bucket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Wall is good at judging where misses are going. He rebounds the ball well for a point guard.
And Wall and Beal certainly the focus of this Wizards offense. They've said they feel they are the best backcourt in the NBA. Some others might have that claim in reality, though.
Well, they're supposed to feel that way, but I think the Splash Brothers might have something to say about that. But you like the confidence they have, though, and better than Wall and Bill not believing in themselves.
One drops. He ties it up. And when you look at the younger generation of players coming in now, Chris, of course, you do the interviews. You see them. You talk to them. Is it easy for you to relate to these younger players?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to relate to them. I think that our generation has a lot of influence on their style, their kind of expression of self, just as the generations before us did. And we have that unique bond. I think that's one of the advantages I have, that I've known some of these players since they kids, good individuals, and they just express themselves differently. You know, do I like the way they come into a game dressed looking like, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne and Run DMC mix? Nah, I don't like that. But people used to say that about my style and my clothes too, Kevin. I'm sure they did that about you too, you know. So, man, I just love it. I just take it as we have some of the best players that fans have seen, and I'm just enjoying everything from the wild clothes to the music to their style. But no, it's not hard to relate to them, man, because they're all
Chris, just for the record, they never said that about me. I always...
Yeah, you always set the trend.
Now here's Wall. He's got 7. Smith's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Celtics trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pick by Horford. Brown outside. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Now here's Wall. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Rozier. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Meeks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 4 seconds left. And it's blocked. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards out front. They lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the identity of the Wizards team.
Defensively, just being that gritty and grimy team that makes it tough for teams to score in the paint. I think we can be a very great team.
The Wizards not exactly the first team that you think of when it comes to gritty and grimy team defense, but maybe he's really got a point here on how tough the Washington defense can be.
And you don't get there without the defense. I'm especially impressed that Wall has that mindset.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Oubre out there with Jason Smith. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Meeks in at the 2 spot.
And how unique is this situation for the Celtics? I mean, one of the best teams in the league, and yet at the same time, still drafting top picks. You know, the after effects of a trade with the Nets that quite honestly will go down as one of the league's all-time heists.
Marcus Morris has checked in for Al Horford. And a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in. Frazier with it. Guarded now by Morris. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got the lead up to 4 now for Washington. And as the Nets struggle to rebuild without their draft picks, Greg, their losses have been Boston's gain.
Yeah, the rich get richer. I mean, meanwhile, the Celtics signed all-star caliber veterans like Al Horford and Gordon Hayward on the open market. And it's just rare for a team to have the best record in the conference and land the #1 overall pick.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Beal with the steal. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Frazier. Back to Beal. Shot clock at 5. And that one, good. Mahimi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Well, we always talk about how different eras of the NBA had different feels and how the game was called and how the game was played. Chris, what is the biggest change you have seen to the game since your era?
2 changes. One, you can't hand check. And that's really physical. That used to wear you down, take you out the game, and that stopped the freedom of movement. And that, along with playing the zone, where you can't just guard a guy and have to stay in your area. Those are 2 big changes because it really helped the offense. And so we want to see a lot of scoring, but today it's not easier to score because these guys have wonderful skill sets, but the game makes it easier to score because of the rules, because you can get to the line so many times. Because before a hand check, you couldn't get to the free throw line if a guy pushed you out of bounds almost, because the game was expected to be physical.
Right.
You know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid to pull the trigger. I mean, they moved up to #2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to #3 to draft McHale, add Parrish, assembling the Big Three for a championship, then dismantling that Big Three for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tatum. Smart comes in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. Now here's Porter. There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier dishes to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Hayward. Frazier against Irving. Shot by Frazier, no good.
You know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
Here is Gortat, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Frazier the pass to Porter. Morris a screen, shot from free throw range, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Porter's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Wizards. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Irving, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that, but with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
Wizards making a switch here. Wall's checked in. Both free throws good for Irving.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Washington leading now by 6. It's Beal on the wing. And Gortat kicks to Beal. Rebounded by the Celtics. Baines has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Kicks it to Smart. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Irving with a clean look. Boston, no good that time either.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Here's Hayward. Here's Baines. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines.
Loose ball.
That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Washington. .129 left to play in the first half. Wall against Irving. His first shot coming late. Morris, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Irving with it. He's picked up by Wall. That's short off the rim.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
Porter dishes the Wall. Back to Porter. Wizards passing it around. Gortat, the pass to Morris. Over Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. The Celtics shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Hayward kicks to Irving. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. And Hayward gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Back to Wall. Trying to get back on track, and it's good on the layup. Wall's got 9 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Wall against Irving. A floater. Count that one. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
You better respect the floating jumper of Irving. He's remarkable at timing and measuring up these type of difficult shots.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Wizards lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards leading by 4. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. And Wall with the slam.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well, sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
Wall's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go.
Well, when the question of who has the best handles comes up in the NBA, John Wall should be in the conversation. Of course, Irving and Curry might be at the top, but Wall isn't far behind. He can absolutely lose a guy with one of his crossover behind the back, flip up, down, zip-zap moves.
Here's Wall following the basket by Kyrie Irving, and he comes up with the deuce.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Horford sets a screen for Irving. Morris a screen. Irving double team. Porter with the steal. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Basket's good.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Horford. And Chris with Wall and his dribbling ability, one advantage he has is that he's able to do great things on the floor at full speed.
Well, I could think of several examples where Wall just left his defender in the dust at half court. Such a fluid behind the back move with his speed that defenders is so hard for them to check.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Porter. Chris, I know that when you go through a season, there are certain matchups that you love and certain ones that you don't. When you were playing, which other power forwards did you just dread, just did not like going up against?
Well, Kevin, I would kind of change that and say dread to me was love, meaning that I dreaded and I loved to go up against Tim Duncan because you knew you had to be prepared that night. I loved and I dreaded going up against KG. You know, I played in the era where in 1 week I could have played against Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon. This is all on the West Coast, so for me, you know, I dreaded the Western Conference, but what's so good about it is that you just have to be prepared, and you can't dread the NBA. It's like you grew up wanting to play against the best players in life, and so I really love the fact that I had to be my best every night, or you're going to get embarrassed in the league. So it was every power forward.
Never an off night, was there, Chris?
Never an off night, and you know, so I can't say I dreaded Karl Malone over Barkley or Olajuwon over David Robinson or Tim Duncan over KG. It's just like, hey man, you got to put your big boy pants on, get ready, and go to work, baby. Put your hard hat on.
Well, you have to like the aggressiveness of Beal that he has injected into his game, Chris, as he's developed.
The free throw attempts and three-point attempts are both up for Beal as he's developed. I mean, those are two of the most efficient ways to score as a guard. Overall, looks so much more engaged and sleek out on the floor.
Who's checked in for the Celtics. And then for Washington, Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Smith comes in for Morris, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Here's Rozier, covered by Wall. Morris kicks to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Bangs home the trifecta. Horford's got 5.
Horford continues to show us that he loves to drain the three-point.
Goes up to the stripe, and it comes off the front of the rim. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Hayward. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Oubre passes to Wall. Beal dishes to Mahinmi. Outside for Beal. Outside, Wall. Smith sets the pick for Wall. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Rozier, covered by Wall. Here's Morris. That one, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Wall. And Rozier pulls it down.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. The feed to Morris. Picked by Horford. Morris inside. Guarded by Mahinmi. The shot comes out.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Outside, Wall. Goes up on the high post. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 15 points in the game. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Oh, that's a tough blow for him. Really the whole team, though. I mean, puts a lot of pressure on the next man up.
And the Wizards making a change here. Frazier's checked in. .149 left to play in the 3rd. And it's Rozier missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Beal's shot is good.
Oh, and the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves for their franchise.
Now here's Horford. He has 5. Here's Hayward. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Hayward's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
And the Celtics signed Brad Stevens to a 6-year contract to lure him away from Butler in college basketball. Chris, they were very confident he'd be a great coach.
Well, they might want to pull out their pen and have him sign another 6-year deal real quick because he's already established himself as one of the league's top coaches.
Celtics trail by 10. Brown outside. He dishes it to Tatum. Over Oubre. That one rolling around and rims out.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Frazier the pass to Beal. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the 2nd. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
You watch Bradley Beal play, and it seems like he's been in the league for a long time. And then you see his age, and you're surprised on how young he still is. Younger than most of the top shooting guards in the league.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Terry Rozier. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Mahinmi. Markieff Morris comes in for Kelly Oubre. Otto Porter Jr. he's checked in for Meeks. And Satoransky subbed in for Frazier. Free throw good, Beal. And with Beal being so young still, you know, we saw the jump in his production last year, Chris, but he still is on the verge of entering his prime.
Yeah, you think about this. Guards usually hit their prime between 26 and 29 or so. Beal still has some time before he gets to the top of his game. You wonder just what he'll be capable of when that time comes.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. There's Brown with the 3. But they recover it. Horford. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Got the shot! He
just
got it!
No better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
He's just hot. When you hitting him like that, he's just hot.
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
And so it's Washington with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay? Make sure on the bench when we come back, we lift it.
One of the team's great young teachers, Brad Stevens, wanting his guys to control the tempo.
Yeah, and he feels if they push it, if they attack intelligently, it's going to be to their advantage.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So on the floor for Washington, Porter and Morris are the forwards. Then there's Bradley Beal, then it's Gortat, and it's Mack in at the point guard position. Morris a screen, and a wide-open look for Porter. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Irving double team. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's Mack. Outside, Beal fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got 8 rebounds in this game. Celtics trail by 11. Irving with it. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot. And just think about this. Kyrie Irving in this single season at Duke, he only played 11 games. He was limited to 11 games. Still, he was the #1 overall pick. That's just game. And then he justified it winning Rookie of the Year. Incredible.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Marcus Morris comes in for Tatum, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And Kyrie Irving with a historically great rookie campaign, but some have said he hasn't improved a whole lot on that big entrance into the NBA.
His defense is still a work in progress, and that's what he has to shore up if he's going to enter the conversation for maybe best point guard in the world. But to me, he's already in that conversation.
Now here's Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Well, look, they finally found the energy. They need to make this one a ball game again. Now, can they get the lead?
Morris against Irving, and it's good for 2. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Wow, Morris has such a soft release. I mean, love seeing the ball roll off his fingertips.
Morris a screen. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Frazier against Irving. Gortat dishes to Beal. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And a fast break now for the Celtics. It's stolen by Frazier. And they're moving it up. Ahead, here's Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Irving against Frazier. Stolen by Smart. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Up top, Brown. Shoots a fader. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Frazier kicks to Beal. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Irving against Frazier. Irving drives in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Look, Irving is one of the fastest guys in the game. Sensational at drawing contact on his way to the rack.
At the line for the Celtics, Kyrie Irving. You hear the line shooting 2.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
If you ask me, Irving has quickly ascended into one of the league's best players. I mean, a fast, lethal point guard with a beautiful jump shot. What else can you ask for?
And so Irving nails both of them. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the pick. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Frazier. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 6. Smart with the ball. Now Beal defending. Irving for 3. Boston again missing. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Porter. That shot off. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Hayward outside. He feeds it to Morris. Horford with the screen on Gortat. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris, no good. Wizards leading by 6. And it's time for an injury report. We get a chance to check up on John Wall's status. David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Washington. Unfortunately, it looks like that injury is going to be a severely sprained ankle. He'll be sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look like he'll be back on the court anytime soon. Very bad news. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Fingers crossed, and hopefully it's nothing but good news from now on when David gives us updates on it.
Now here's Frazier. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Gortat with a screen on Irving to the inside. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Wizards lead by 8.
I love how confident Bill is scoring the ball. I mean, he feels like he can score from any area on the court.
Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Horford. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 11 rebounds. There's a screen by Gortat. Inside, it's stolen by Morris.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yes, it's tough. Putting in that effort, but then walking away without that W. That's one of those buckets that stand out. Nice play by Smart.
And they go to the intentional foul. And so it's Washington with it. They lead by 4. They double him with Horford. Over to the wing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Now, the size and the length of Gortat, it comes in handy on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a solid and more than reliable big man with a soft jump.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And those free throws, they're like little daggers, carving them out a bigger cushion.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Here's Hayward. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Tim Frazier at the line for 2.
2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
And here's Morris for 3. Rebound, Washington. At one point, they led by 16. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Washington. Otto Porter. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
So he comes up empty at the line. Smart kicks to Horford. Hayward on the wing. And so it's the Wizards with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, March. You guys were all business tonight. No joking or fooling around. What was the approach?
You know, we come into the game prepared, more focused. We got a lot of energy, and, you know, basically it was an overall good game for us.
Very good performance, March. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
And I dress with what I was blessed with. Never been arrested.